Well guys, hopefully my camera doesn't act the fool again. Just taking a little bit of a long way home from work today. Enjoying a nice afternoon, got the sun shining. Not too cold. Let's see, what's the bike say it is? Bike says 66 degrees, so 66 is good enough for me. Yeah, I got my headset paired to the bike, so now I can control my headset through the bike controls. Seems to be working pretty well. Just taking a few back roads, a little ways out of the way, but you know what? We're just going to enjoy it. So. Yeah, camera's still working. Now, I know if I go this way, there's a road down here called Old St. Louis Road that I can cut through up into Jefferson County, and might actually get to test somewhat of the off-road capabilities of this bike along there. Let's see, is this it? Yep, this is it right here. Okay. It's been several years since I've been out here, and the last time I came through Old St. Louis was in a truck, so we're just going to take our time, because I know there used to be, I don't know if they, go squirrel go, there used to be a couple of creek crossings out here. I don't know if they put bridges across them yet or not. So this end of it isn't too bad, but it gets pretty remote when you get out toward the other end, because you're in between county. It's a weird area, let's just put it that way. Oh, go squirrel. Man, I missed him. Rule of thumb, if they're small enough to fit on your dinner plate, don't swerve to avoid them. And if it just so happens to be a deer, don't swerve for that motherfucker either. Alright, impassable during high water. Just a little low spot here. Man, squirrels are all over. They must be picking up all the acorns. So I'm going to shift this into off-road mode. Yeah, there we go. Just that way it's there. Oh, yep, there's the gravel. Alright, so now we're on a gravel road. I knew it was going to turn to gravel at some point, so we're just going to take our time. The bike actually feels pretty good. I mean, we're running 27 mile an hour. I could run faster, but there's really no point in pushing it. Just enjoy the ride. Because, I mean, we are still on the... I'm on the stock Michelin Scorchers, which are like a... I guess technically they're almost closer to a 90-10. Some people may say they're an 80-20, but... the lugs aren't real deep, and they're not very far spaced apart, so you know I can feel it. They walk around in the gravel a little bit, but you keep your arms relaxed and keep your body position centered up on the bike pretty well. And oh, data loss has occurred. Yes, I know. we have no cell service, so I lost my music. But I mean, we're cruising at 37 miles an hour down a gravel road. Up here's. You know, the ABS kicks in, it's not bad. Get down to first. This is one of the creek crossings, and it's not bad. Just got a loose gravel right there at the bottom. Yeah, it'll let you spin the tire a little bit in off-road. This is just a standard off-road. This is not the off-road plus. Okay, another creek crossing. We'll stand up for this one, try and shoot right between the water holes. I mean, realistically, I could stand up and ride this, but... And this bike is comfortable standing up. I mean, nice ability to shift your weight forward, backwards. You got the front edge of the seat is easy to grip, so that's nice. I mean, you just tighten your legs up. And another creek crossing here. All right, we're gonna go right through here. Woo, got a little wet on that one. Bounced up the rock. Yep. Oh yeah, we got a real wet. Oh well, fuck, right? That's part of the fun, right? That guy's like, what the fuck's this dude doing on a motorcycle back here? Oh, that farm right there, I actually got a dog from them several years ago, Lucy. Great Pyrenees we had. Wonderful dog. Well, she definitely got her first christening in a creek. So I can't say I can't complain. That loose and that chunky gravel, the suspension soaked it right up, came right up out of it. My pants are a little damp, but depending on where I go on the way home, they'll dry. This used to be a creek crossing. I guess they put in a makeshift bridge, but it's been years since I've been down this road. And this brings us out in Jefferson County. That's basically the county line, more or less, right there. Good old lake, what used to be Lake Laguna Palma right there, but there's no lake anymore. They took the dam out to clean the lake out and never put it back. So whew, needless to say, they got a little wet, one more so than the other, but oh well. At any rate, we're just going to enjoy the ride. I guess I'm going to... So, I wanted to go to Custom A. My bad. Come back. There we go. Give me that zip. Alright, well, I can definitely say we got a couple miles of gravel road there. And the bike handled fine. The creek crossings it handled fine. Definitely going to try and get it a little farther off-road at some point, but I doubt that's going to happen today. We're just enjoying a ride, so I figured I'd take that road and see how it went. That's kind of fun. There aren't too many gravel roads left around here unless they're private, so. Anyway, guys, yeah, we'll go this way. Why not? Dang, another squirrel. Fat little sucker. The further we ride, the longer my pants have to dry out before we get home, and it's not that cold, so my legs not getting cold. Why not, right? Enjoy the journey. An upside down boat, not a lot of good it's going to do that way, I guess, but the sun is fucking ridiculous. God, such a glare. I don't know how glary it is in the camera, but man, hits your visor and you can't hardly see anything. That is the one thing that I could do without this time of year is, God, I just completely went blind. The evening sun, I'm not even looking into it. It's just the perfect angle coming up that hill. So you got to be careful. I'm fairly familiar with this road, but you know, you still don't want to still got to be careful because I don't know what the camera's showing, but you know, my visor was clean when I left work. I'll say that. Gosh darn it. It's picked up a few bugs and a few water spots, but aside from that, it's still clean. It's just the sun hits it, it glares, and you can't hardly see your hand in front of your face. Yeah, that property's for sale. That house right there, my wife and I about bought that, oh, I don't know, I guess it was about 8 years ago now, when we were looking for the house we live in now. Thankfully we didn't. That house was way too small for what we needed at the time. And yeah, the price wasn't bad, but we'd had to do a lot of work to make it our own. And what we didn't realize then was that, I mean, I think we did. We just, it hadn't sunk in, but we didn't have the time to do that kind of work. So that's a good thing we didn't buy it. It was a nice piece of ground. Don't get me wrong there. I think there was like, I think there was like 10 acres that came with the house. And it would have been what we were looking for in those regards, but it just wasn't for us. You know, it's one of those things though that, gosh darn it, there's that spot right in the middle of that corner. Everything happens for a reason though. Just always keep that in mind, because it was about, that would have been in July, and in September, very beginning of September, I remember maybe it was mid-September, we found the house we're in now, and we happened to find it. We found it the day before it went on market. We just, my in-laws were driving by and they told us about this nice house that was coming up for sale. It had a coming soon sign in the front yard. So we got a hold of our real estate agent and got the area that it was in. I don't know if we got the address or not. And I told our real estate agent that, you know, we wanted to send us a listing, please, as soon as it comes on market, because you couldn't even see a listing for it, which she did. The morning that it came, I mean, it hadn't been on market, I don't even think half an hour, and she sent us a listing for the house. And I immediately, when I looked through the pictures, I didn't even call my wife yet. I called the real estate agent back and I said, set us up a showing for as soon as you can get it. I said, I don't care what time of day today it is, just whenever. And she did. I mean, she did. Our agent did an excellent job. And we looked at the house, and I could tell by the look on my wife's face that, you know, it hit all the points, all the things we were looking for. So I told them, and then the price was, we were absolutely astounded with what they were asking for the house, because we personally felt like it was undervalued at the time. But I told the agent before we even left the showing to call and make them offer at full asking price, which is what they did, and they accepted it immediately. You know, of course, contingent to inspections, with nothing bad came up on the inspection. But anyway, my point here is, you know, sometimes if something doesn't feel right, maybe it's not right, and maybe it's time to move on, and maybe you're better off to wait and come back to it. You know, just wait, because maybe something better's out there in store for you. You never know. Just give it time. So anyhow, guys, I hope you're enjoying the ride. I know it's just me jabbering, random thoughts and whatnot, but I'm just enjoying a nice cruise going home, hitting some twisty, curvy back roads. Still got plenty of gas left. I think I'm down to about a quarter tank. So, means I'll have to get gas before I go to work tomorrow, but yeah, it is what it is. So, rode it to work this morning. I think it was about 40 degrees when I left the house, and the very tips of my fingers were starting to get a little chilly by the time I got to work. I think I need to adjust these hand guards up. I need to roll them around the handlebars a little bit just to cut a little more of the wind off my hands. But aside from that, heated grips, I only had them set on 2, and they were doing an excellent job, but I was wearing my unlined leather gloves, so I wanted to see how the heated grips would do with these unlined gloves before I make the switch over to my windproof, mildly insulated winter gloves, my cold weather gloves. But I can't complain. A little chilly in my fingertips, I can live with for a nice ride home. I'm going to take all the good days I can get before there aren't any left for the season. If smell-o-vision were a thing, that was either a skunk or somebody smoking some really good weed. I'm not sure which. It's always kind of odd when you smell it when you're passing a house. Yeah, right around this corner was another house that we looked at as well. There we go. So now that's part of that subdivision, so it's right up here. That big white house you can see through there, and there's a barn right there that was part of the property. I don't know what they're doing there, but yeah, we looked at that house. Man, it's not, nothing's changed behind it. It needed it was in good shape, but it definitely needed some work, and this property was all part of it. But we didn't offer asking price on it. We made the offer on it, but it was declined, and we really didn't want to offer any more because the way it was set up, it really didn't have the bedroom space we were looking for all of our kids at the time. But we liked the property, and we thought we probably could have added on to the house if need be. But it just, there again, another one that didn't pan out. We actually made an offer on that one before we made an offer, or before we almost bought the other one we looked at. So you know, and there again, didn't buy that one. A couple months later we ended up in the one we're in now, and it's turned out well. So hey Siri, that's what the screen looks like when the music's actually working. Thank heavens. It's drying out. Definitely not sopping wet anymore. Those curves are a lot more fun when you're not following a very cautious Volvo. Just I would put my foot up there, but my coffee cup's in the way. Just sit back and relax. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the ride. I'm going to cut her off here. We'll catch you later. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button, share it. Questions, throw them down in the comments. Mail. Yep. Maybe my hog membership packet came in today. Oh, yes, it did. Look at that. Hoo-hoo. All right. Now I'm officially a National Hog Chapter member, I think. I gotta open it up to see.